What is poppin', y'all? We are back with another episode recap of Squid Game, the challenge season 2, episode 5 and 6 to be exact. Man, the game is getting real. It's getting real sticky, it's getting real dirty, and it's getting real familiar with some of the things I seen last season. There's a lot of transparencies with the games, with the players, with things that went on in general. That's kind of deja vu. I still think episode 4 was the most lit episode of the series yet. And I am just I'm waiting on something to really make me go, ooh. Now, the end of episode 8, see Circle of Trust, that game is solid. I like that game. I like how they switched up the finalists too. We gonna get all there. I'm getting ahead of myself. But episode 5 and 6, it was cool, man. There's some gameplay that I had scratched my head about. They really rushing through this season. They really need to slow down. There's only 9 episodes in this series this year instead of 10 like season 1. And I was wondering, why is that? Did Netflix lose money? Did this budget get cut? Did the show not do well? The show did great. It was number 1 for 3 weeks. I don't know. Big mystery. And 9 episodes for a season, that's just strange, especially for a season like this, a show like this, an iconic Netflix original show like Squid Game, The Challenge. I don't know. But what I do know is if they keep going at this rate, there's only going to be 8 episodes in season 3, and there's only going to be 100 people by episode 2. So, Netflix, take your time, man. And maybe go back to the drawing room board and your editors and say, like, look, let's get this done the right way. But, anyways, getting ahead of myself. We leave off episode 5, Sacrifice. There's only 44 players left, marbles time. So, we got the dad and the daughter playing marbles against each other. Like I said earlier, similarities, deja vu, mother, son, Trey, Leanne, daughter, father. Like I get it, y'all. Y'all love the relationships, but this isn't the pull that y'all think it is, man. This ain't the pull that y'all think it is. And matter of fact, where are the black mother sons and father daughters, huh? Where are they at? I'm just wondering. Just asking for a friend. Did they get all eliminated in circle? Nope. Y'all just didn't bring them on the show. But anywho, we got the daughter dad again. Now this is all Disney Plus, man. The dad is gonna let the daughter win the game. I already knew it from the get-go. Like I could see it in his face, you could hear it in his voice, you could see it written all over the board. She's crying. A parent is not gonna let their kid go into the fire and fend for themselves, unless you might be some black parents do that. But they they definitely I don't like how all this anticipation. I don't like all this fake hoopla about, oh my gosh, I'm so sad. It is what it is. And this year's marbles games were very less anticlimactic than last year's marbles games. We had people fighting, we had people refusing to play, we had death on death crime, we had a whole bunch of variety. But this, we just got a whole bunch of, oh, it's okay. The only maybe tense game we could have got was 98 and 24. But 24 was cool as hell, and he just said to let it slide. But I don't know. I just think you repeat these games, and it's like, how different can this be? How different can this be? We've seen this play out before. I mean, when you watch Survivor, when you watch Big Brother, you see the same challenges. Those episodes are low key skippable. Low key, because you've seen the challenge before. I don't want to keep watching the same thing again and again and again. There's a reason the challenge has gone on for 40 plus seasons. They switch it up. Might be last one 42, but we'll see. They've on 40 plus seasons. There's a reason other shows have been lasted so long that they have been lasting because they switch it up. In other shows like Gladiator or other shows like Extracted or newer shows, stuff like that, they don't last long because they just got the same thing, rinse and repeat. And it's not something that people have grown up on or just become tradition to, you know? Squid Game season 3, you got to switch it up. No more marbles. No more father, daughter, mother, son. No more of that, man. We don't want to see all that. We want to see people go at it. And if you have relationships going against each other, they're not going to go at it and give you the TV that you want to see. Nobody cares to see all of these tears because they're feeling sorry for each other. People want to see tears because somebody just got beaten down. Just saying. But anywho, they're joking with each other. It seems easy for them. He's like, I'm not going to let you win. Don't let me win. Like, Disney Plus. So we see the brother sister, another thing. They're just chilling and they said they're gonna run down the time and I already knew what time it was with them. The brother, it's just chivalry season too. Like the father gonna let the daughter win. The brother gonna let the sister win. It's just chivalry, man. And it's like feel good, but what's so feel good about this, man? I wanna watch something that's gonna make my jaw drop, not make me want to press fast forward on the remote and get it. If I had a sister, I'm sorry, sis, that don't exist, I'm winning the game. But anywho, but who knows? Maybe I'll say no because I have a less chance of winning than she does. You know, girls seem to have the advantage in this game as of now. So we get 410. Zeke, I believe his name. Isaiah and 342 Daryl are going to play a game where you must get the balls in the smallest circle around the largest circle. So big circle, 1 point, line 2, the other circle 3, line 4, middle circle 5. And you got to throw them to get them inside. I like that game. Some are playing make it in the pot, just like season 1, just shoot in the pot. 232 and 183 are playing guess which one is in each hand, but 183 is a professional poker player, and I knew this wasn't gonna happen from the start. I mean, and he's playing somebody who's seems like she's laid down her sword already. I mean, she's just happy to be there at this point. 232. 183 is playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers. 98-24 are gonna play who can get closest to the wall. It's the cop and the young dude that's the comedian. Now I like 24. 24 has been giving me some comedic relief. I love his commentary. 88, he's a cop, man. He's a cop. Look, not all cops are the same, but he's given that cop energy in this show. And for cops to really make it through, you can't give that cop energy out. I don't know if he told people already he was one or not, which wouldn't have been smart, but you got to lay back a little bit, my brother. You got to lay back and you got to let the game come to you. And you get in real hands and you can't control everything. And people gonna see that and people don't like that. Especially near the end of the game when there's these silly little vote outs or and there's easy pickings and you're the low hanging fruit. So luckily he's only playing against one person, but you gotta slow down, man. You gotta slow down. 24 said he wants to get a new tooth and his own Burger King. I gotta figure out what happened to this tooth. I'm gonna try and get 24 on the podcast, and I hope y'all enjoying the interview so far. We getting through the interviews nicely. We got some good ones coming up, so I appreciate y'all tuning in for the interviews. They seem calm. 451 and 408 are throwing. Same with the other groups. 415, Eric finally opens up and tells that he doesn't have a kid on the way. She said she doesn't know why he didn't tell her. So Melissa is 408, and she said she's actually here for her family. She started getting emotional, choked up. Look, Eric. I got some tea for y'all, too. Only exclusive here. I found out that Eric and Melissa knew each other before the show. I was at the Squid Game party yesterday that watched the next 4 episodes that came out. And I talked to both of them. More so Melissa. Shout out both of y'all too. Y'all great people. But Melissa, she told me that they knew each other before the game. I talked to Eric's girlfriend. She said that they knew each other before too. Now, that changes everything. Because if you're lying to people, tell them I got kids on the way, I got this, when you just met them, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. They're strangers. You won't ever see these people again. You don't have to. You don't have no relationship with them. You can build off whatever. But if this is someone you knew already going into the game, that's crazy that you would say something like that. That's like me going in the game with my best friend that's known me basically half my life. And I tell them, oh, I have cancer. Or, oh, my grandmother died. But you actually know me in real life. That changes things, man. Is the money worth it? I admire the fact that he's willing to do whatever it takes, but if you're willing to do whatever it takes, then why'd you open your mouth and tell her what is really going down? Now, I also got some tea. Apparently, it was his girlfriend's idea. Believe it or not, you know? So, he didn't think of this alone. Same time, he executed the plan. I don't know about this one, y'all. What do you think? Would you do that to somebody you knew in real life, playing with them in Squid Game? If you knew each other, then y'all could have said, we going to split this money when we get in here, and we going to make one of us win, we both win. So, or at least a quarter. I got 75, you got 25. I got 90, you got 10, something. But you can't go out like that because that will break your real life relationships in half, telling stuff like that. It's dangerous. It's a dangerous game. When you play dangerous games, you get dangerous prizes. And when I talk to both of them at this party, at least one party, I won't give too many details out yet. I'm gonna hope they can get on here and speak for themselves, but that's something you don't get over. That's something you don't get over. But anywho, Melissa is here for her family. She's getting emotional choked up, and it's very hard for her to hear. She says there's a level of humanity that you still have to keep in consideration. Is there in Squid Game? Or is it just a game? Well, I know. It is just a game, but going in there alone, I can't relate to the people going in there with somebody else. I couldn't lie to somebody who knows me outside the game prior to the game like that, because then they're going to question everything that we stood on. And you're willing to do that to me in here for some money? What am I worth to you? Were we really friends in the first place? I don't know. So it's a deep cut. Deep cut in the track, man. 410 is whooping ass in the marbles. Shout out 410. 432, he has a dramatic death. Big dude. I got to meet him last night as well. Great guy. Great guy. 5-1 beats 408. In throws, 17 beats 405. 308's out. 412 beats 21. So Eric and Melissa finally start to play marbles, and they say marbles red and blue in one hand. If you have the red one, you go on. If you have the blue one, you're out. Red, happy, blue, sad. I thought he was going to pull something, y'all. I literally thought, he said all this stuff. I literally thought he was going to do some magician. He was magician low key. He was going to pull some craziness and some shadiness, and he was going to swoop on up out of there. And I wouldn't be shocked, at this rate, Eric. You setting yourself up. And Eric seems like a good dude, too. He's funny. Great dude. I met him. Great girlfriend. But man, like, you should have played a different game, coach. Like, don't leave it up to chance. And I know he might have felt bad in the moment, so he might have just hinted her off, low-key off camera, and said this is the one because she guilted him. Who knows? But he cooked himself. He cooked himself and played himself. So she beats him. She picks the red one, and he dies a dramatic fall. Oscar-worthy performances by all y'all, too. Keep doing the good work with the deaths. I like it. They do a lot of outtakes, too, I noticed. So the brother and sister are just talking and saying how much they love each other, this, that, and the third. We can skip all that. 98 beats 24, the cop, and 98 is seemingly taking it hard. He starts crying, he starts getting emotional, but then when he walk out, it seems like them tears just vanish and evaporate. He don't really care about 24 like that. I know that, man. He's a cop. He's used to kind of dealing with these kind of things. He owes 24 because 24 looked like he laid down. He just kind of said, like, I'm just happy to be here. That's what it looked like. Now, I know he probably tried. These edits be doing some crazy things. The game wasn't even close, it seemed like, and he just gave him the game. Yeah, I was kind of sad to see that because I liked it. But 24 took it like a champ, man. A lot of honor, dignity, class. If you get a chance to go see a comedy show, go see 24's. I don't have his name down. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up 24's name real quick, y'all, so you can notice. Because 24, what the hell? 24 a real one. If I get a chance to go see it, I'm gonna definitely go see it. 24, his name is Peter. He lives in New York? Oh, I gotta go see him then. I didn't know he was in New York. But yeah, shout out you, Peter. So we get 134 versus 302, 230 versus 96, 196 loses, 181 loses, 203 loses. They skip through a lot of these marble games, y'all. We don't get nearly as much marble footage as we got as season 1. Not nearly as much. They just rushing through everything. 361 wins, 102 eliminated, 302 beats 134, 183 beats 232. And yeah, I feel like the dad the dad basically let the daughter win. They playing tic-tac-toe, throw the marbles in there. He's missing like crazy, man. Like he missing all off the board, in the trees, in the bushes. I'm like, bro, you making it that obvious? Just say she won the game. You ain't got to go through this whole ritual of marbles to make her feel good. Just say you deserve it and go on because you got a better chance of winning. Because I think that's gonna give her, I don't know, false confidence to thinking like, okay, I can tap out and take risks. No, girl, you can't do that shit. Just keep playing the game you playing, But he's giving her that confidence boost, and hopefully it can push her on, and we'll see what happens after that. But she even asked him twice, "Did you let me win? Did you let me win? Are you sure?" She's asking that twice. What you think, man? It was that obvious. You seen it. We all seen it. He sold. And that's all right, man. The father got to do that. Lay on your sword for your kids. I respect. But for TV, it's just not entertaining in the least bit. 72 and her brother agree that she should be the one to stay because she's more outgoing and he's more reserved, and they would take him out in an instant. He's right. He's so right. They would take the brother out just like that. Just like that. The sister girls got better chance to go on, man. They're able to weave through things and use that pull on those emotional heartstrings more than us brothers can. We can't really do that. Nobody gonna feel sorry for us. So sister, you can go. I respect that. They were thinking logically. They did think that through, and that is the right choice to make. I'm just saying, She also has more connections and he's more reserved. So people are gonna be more friendly with her because she has that in her arsenal, in her backpack. So shout out the brother, man. Shout out the brother. So 283 is eliminated, and they finished things last minute too. So only 22 players are left after this game, of course. We don't have any self-sabotages like season one. So we get Zoe 369 and Pearl is 72 is the last two in. And so Pearl is the sister, Zoe's the daughter. 302 and 361 are in an alliance. The two sisters. Shout out the sisters. 361 talks about her whole life, how she's been in a fight or flight mode, and she grew up in a lesbian household. Her mother and her name are the same. She talks about weight troubles, being grown up black while everyone else in the family is white. So yeah, look, those are problems, like Tiger Woods settings, man. Like, you only black one in your family, you're gonna be ostracized, and especially if you look different, weight wise to everyone else as well. It's tough upbringing. And being black, you got to deal with the black people not thinking you black enough, the white people not thinking you white enough. There's a lot of stuff going on with us mixed, man. The way we talk, the way we walk, it's hard to just be us. So I respect girl for saying all that, man. She's a real one. Because she definitely, if you read between the lines, now, it's hard for anybody else outside of like black people, light skin, to know what she's dealing with. But it's a lot. It's a lot of mental fortitude you got to have. It's a lot. Especially if you grew up in the suburbs, man. Because they're going to come after you. Everybody from every angle. The white people, they're going to come after you. You're not one of them. Even though you live next door. The black people, they not going to think you one of them because you ain't from the hood or this, that, and the third, or you grew up this way. Nobody lets you be how you want to be. I understand what she's dealing with, man. All salutes to 361, man. Stay strong. The guards announced only 22 players left, and now now the players must choose 3 monitors to be in charge of the dorm. Uh-oh. It's getting spicy. The girls say that there has to be one girl in it. 98 really wants to be in it, the cop. But everyone says, hell no, you not in it, bruh. Yeah, hell no, we ain't letting you in it. You been acting a fool this whole game, coach. Like, 98 wasn't thinking the best in this moment. He should have really just laid back in the cut. And I get it, he's in danger. But there's times to step forward and times to step back. And you keep stepping forward, you're going to get stepped on. That's a bar. You keep stepping forward, you're going to get stepped on. You got to know when to stop and go, like red light, green light. You can't just be on go mode the whole time. And he was on go. He was on go. And so they override him. They're like, nah, bro, like, you can sit in the back of the bus. You not getting up here, regardless. They had a vote. He's like, why can't I be? I'm like, that's not fair. I'm like, bro, that's the fairest way that's possible. Like, what other fair way is there than a vote of the people? Oh, you don't get your way, so you're going to cry and complain and moan about it? That's not how this game works. this, we ain't in Brooklyn right now, coach. You ain't at the 5th Ward, man. This is a Squid Game. There's actually some order around here. And so the cop side is coming out a little bit. He's getting real tight. Like I told him, you got to bring that back. Got to bring that back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Hey, bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Hey, murdered on that udade. Bring it back. And so he runs to his bed to sulk. Hall monitors, they get privileges of luxury bedding. Red sheets as part of their privileges. The red really ain't got nothing to do with nothing. They alluded to it, but it ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And soon, it's time to, everyone, they also must find somebody to make their bed. Now, if you're smart, 98, if you're smart, hold on, y'all. If you're smart, you would be one of their bidders, their suitors, because if you can't be in charge, what's the next best thing? Being their lackey, getting on their good side, kissing toes, wiping feet, whatever you need, tucking them in, whatever, man. If I can't do it, then I'm going to make you feel so good that you will not get me out because I'm doing my best to be your best friend. But don't make it fake. But at the same time, if you like, I got you, that they're going to trust you more. I'm like, oh, this person's been actually helping me out. Remember Chad and TJ in Mind Game in season 1? TJ helped Mai make it to the finals. She won the game because of TJ. She won the game because of TJ. TJ saved her multitude of times. A multitude. You could have gave her the bad number in the jumping game. He had her back a lot, And so I think he put her in charge once too, or he saved her in a different game, like a test. You gotta recognize, put the emotions aside, man. Put the emotions aside. But it's now time to wake up, bed and wake up. The monitors now get their breakfast served out to them on a tray, breakfast in bed style, except they sitting on the front of everybody on a table. Pancakes, OJs, a little bit of fruit, syrup, all that stuff in Squid Game is gonna make you salivate. And it's gonna make you hate. It's tough, man. It's tough. I would be pissed. So 398 Trinity loves OJ so much apparently. If he wins the money, he wants OJ for a year. Well, that's a interesting thing. I love my orange juice too. I don't love it that much to have it for like, oh, that's my first priority. Like it's good and good for you, but there's many other things that I would pick before orange juice. 410 says his meal is justified based on the risk he has taken. Yeah, that's fair. The two girls, sister, daughter, are talking about 410, why they gotta be, they gotta talk about the brother like that. I don't trust him. They said he's done nothing wrong but be nice, and he's putting on an act. He's putting on an act. He's putting on an act. I'm like, I just don't like that, man. Like, cause why I gotta be the brother that y'all jumping on because he's being too nice? He's playing the game hard. What is he supposed to do? Be mean? Be shady? Why would you talk about somebody who's like, I get it, somebody being too nice, that's sus. Why I gotta be the brother? Why I gotta be the brother, man? Just let this man go. I'm just, So 183 says he finished. We've learned about a lot more about him actually. He's finished second in the World Series of Poker and won $6.5 million. 6.5. Netflix, come here. I'm talking to you. What we doing, Netflix? What? Keep bringing millionaires on this show. You keep bringing people who don't need the money. You keep bringing people who got it like that already. They doing Squid Game because they want a fun thing to do, because they want to have the thrill of it. I get it. People with money, rich, a lot of money, deserve opportunities too. But this man won 6.5 million. I know y'all looked him up and y'all said, "Oh, let's let him on the show." That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Like, I'm not rooting against brother, but I'm low-key rooting against brother. Well, white man 183. He seemed like a cool dude, but you already got $6.5 million? And you a professional poker player at that, so you have an advantage. You definitely got an advantage on a lot of things. And so it's just crazy to me how, like, all these millionaires, multimillionaires be on the show, and it's just like, I have some friends on season 1, like Brad, he's a great dude. He said if he won the money, he was just gonna give it all out. Like, literally, that's what he said. You guys can go watch the episode too. But something tell me this dude ain't gonna do that. Like, the way he talking about everybody, he don't care about nobody. So I just think that's crazy. Stop letting these millionaires already be on these shows like this. Put them on like Jeopardy or something. Put them on a different show rather than so many people trying to win this money. And it's just like, bro, it's just disappointing if that were to happen. Mai wasn't rich, a millionaire. She was about to retire, but she ain't no rich millionaire when she won the money. Guy in the main Squid Game show, all of them, they're in debt. This challenge gets a little away from that with the people that's on it for certain reasons and whatnot. But anywho, I was not happy to hear that. He says he didn't win, so that's what still fuels him. But you won 65.5. I think that's a good prize if you ask me. I think first place he said was 12 million at one point, but 6.5, 12, like millions and millions at that point. The monitors must now follow the guards out the room, and soon they entered the white room with a box in the middle of the room, and the lady above says they must now select 3 players to put at risk for elimination. And it sucks. They got to put up 3 players. So they're debating. And then the lady says she didn't want to be put in this situation. You went in there. So, like, what did you expect? Y'all just gonna get a free pass for the rest of the game? No. So they must select 3 players. And they choose 437 because he hasn't formed any relationships or alliances, 417 for basically the same reason, and 98. Of course, they picked 98. And so the TV comes on in the dorms, and everyone can see the three that got sent into the kitchen. And the voice above tells everyone what the monitors did. So the three that got picked, they went into this kitchen room. So it's the three in the kitchen room and the three monitors in the white room. And the voice above tells everyone what the monitors did. And now the monitors also are at risk for elimination. And they say, the first player to put their number in the box will sacrifice themselves to save their teammates and eliminate all three players in the other room. I like this game though. Like, this is my favorite part of the episode. It will definitely be easier for the ones that got picked to be eliminated because they're like, look, we got picked already. Let's screw everybody up, man. Let's screw everybody up. This is tough, man. You gonna send yourself home for some strangers, for some pride, or you just gonna stand there and die? It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. But luckily, we move on to episode 6, continuing ups and downs. So 410 and 210 decide to play rock, paper, scissors. We're back in the, 410 and 210 decide to play rock, paper, scissors to decide the outcome and leave the women out of it. So they spare the woman. And the front man soon turns off the TV as they're starting to play the game. So nobody in the dorms can see what's going on. The other group of 417, 437, and 98 do a draw of 1 and 2 fingers, 2 out of 3 times to determine who goes. They should have just did it. I get the 2 out of 3 thing, like, luck, but like, y'all playing against the clock. Y'all playing against the clock at this point. And in that case, I know about playing against the clock. The clock is not your friend. Get this done quickly and efficiently. And so they keep doing the dang game. They keep doing the game. They keep playing rock, paper, scissors, getting the same thing. And so eventually 230 loses and 437 loses, but 437 starts to put his number in the box. And he wasn't quick enough because 230, our friend Max, who I am interviewing soon. I was supposed to interview him today, but we had to reschedule. But yeah, he had to. They didn't get in there quick enough. And yeah, 417 falls to the ground. They get zapped. So 417, 437, and 98 are all gone. The cop is pissed. I know his head was steaming. I saw him the other night too. I didn't talk to him about his elimination. But we gonna try and get him on the pod too, because he definitely got a lot to say. I might have to do that in person. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know if I can have a cop in my house, y'all. We can't do that. But yeah, they all gone. And 230's gone as well. So 427 and 410 must now choose a new monitor, and who must face a choice of character, and they give them a coin to eliminate the fellow players. Next, somebody gonna eliminate it once they give them this coin. And 327 get back into the dorms, and they announce they must pick a new monitor, and they pick 409. They are definitely in an alliance. 410, 409. Look, in our season, we had like numbers, like we were next to each other. So like I was 288, so I was friends at 287, 286, 285, etc. This might be similar but different. I've heard various stories, and I don't think that their numbers are that big of allies until this moment. That's when I started thinking about it. This 409 is this girl Claire, and she knows she must take a risk. So 410 and 327 tell her about the coin in secret. Everybody else is over there kikiing. And she starts to analyze everybody, like, who should it be? Who should it be? Who should it be? 318 says he's happy that the last 18 are honest individuals. LOL, bruh. Honest, you think? I saw him last night, too. Great brother, man. Great brother. I met a lot of these people last night. We meet Kevin, 402, who says his alliance with 183, Steve, and 327, Kate, is as real as it gets. Isaiah is kind of like TJ from season 1 a little bit. They're kind of taking the helm. They're the big threat in the building that everyone sees. They're the big meat on the stick that everyone wants to take a bite of and chop down. So be careful, Isaiah, as we see. And soon we meet him. He's a security officer. He says he sees real and he sees right through the fake. I see that, man. You look at somebody in the eyes, you can tell if they lie. You can tell what's really going down, especially from a brother's glare. Because we see all. So don't lie to me. Don't you lie. No, 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 baby. No, 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 no. Don't lie. You got to try. And soon we get a short clip from the front man. 409 says she hates morning music. The clip was pointless. I don't know why I said that. 409 says she hates morning music. 72 says she was born in the Mormon church. She left the church because it didn't align with the values that she believes in God. There's a lot of Mormon stuff going on last season and this season, A lot of people leaving the church. Mormons, y'all better come on. They got DJ Abanya, whatever his name is, playing for BYU, about to go number one overall. I'm sure they paying him the bag, but I doubt they converting him to Mormonism. So 402 is working out, yada yada. Isaiah's feeling confident. It's his time. Soon, this is his fatal mistake. I don't know why he did this. He tells 409 and 437, the other two monitors, he can't keep saving people, and it's every man for himself, and I'm done being the hero. I'm done being this. I'm done being that. Y'all on your own. So if anything happened, I'm just letting you know straight up. Now, he's being real and standing on 10 toes, but bruh, why would you put yourself out there like this for somebody you just gave a coin to eliminate somebody? You're not that invincible. I don't know where this invisibility cloak, the Superman cape came from, but my brother, what is going on? Did you like have a self-talk in the mirror or something like that to self-sabotage? Like, why would you do this? I don't get it. He literally said, I don't care about you. Do what you want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. And that's it. And what you expect her to do, especially coming from a brother. We got to remember, we are brothers. We don't get the luxury of the benefit of the doubt. We going to get targeted. That's it for any and everything. And you added that extra target, bro. What are you doing? I was just like, no, what are you doing? Stop talking. And I knew at that point it was over, man. Like, she probably felt a little threatened in that moment. Low key, it was over. And it was just dumb because he told the girl who has the coins eliminate someone, and like it just you could have did it after. Like, what? You didn't even have to do that. But the game does make you do some crazy things. It makes you admit people to some things that you would never say. So I understand the climate, but bruh, like self-sabotage central. Whew. So she's in the boiler room with 451, and she has to choose a player to eliminate. And lo and behold, she chooses 410. Isaiah, who just told her that I ain't got your back. Boom. I knew it. I knew that was gonna happen, y'all. He says it was a snake move, but you snaked yourself, my brother. I mean, I can't even blame the girl for doing it. Like, if somebody told me, I ain't trust you, you on your own, you gotta go. You gotta go. Because that makes me think, like, oh, you going to come after me for whatever reason. So why would I keep you around? I know he was mad. I know he was mad. Woo. I thought the cop was mad. Oh, I know he was way more mad. But she fesses up what she did, and as Isaiah said to her and everyone, and he didn't care for anybody. And everyone's like, yeah, I guess, good point, good point. And she did make a smart move for her own game. That was smart for her. And so now the guards come in and soon announce the next game will begin shortly. They walk into a room with a variety of mannequins with different colored vests. 327 and 409, the two captains, monitors, must pick teams of two for the next game. So they pick 402 and 183, 72 and 369, 412 and 327, 302 and 361, 110 and 409, 383 and 378, 451 and 398, 318 and 17 are the last pair, leaving 498 without a team. Or 436. 346. Met him too. Great dude. And it says he can select a player and take their place in the game. So my brother, the white boy with glasses, he looking around. Who's the target? The brother. There's a lot of brothers going, getting targeted this game. I'm telling you, man, you can't trust these people. They see easy pickings. They gonna find any and every reason to come after you. That's all I'm gonna say, man. And that's just not in this game. That's in the game of life. So now he can select a player. So he picked Trinity 398, the last brother standing. They should have an award, last brother standing award. I'm gonna see him on Tuesday too, y'all. I'm going to the finale. Anyways, 398 is praying. He follows everyone follows to the staff to the game, and so he's just left in the white room alone. We don't know what's gonna happen to him. So we walk into this big giant game room that looks like Candyland, essentially. And the game is called Ladders and Slides. And I've heard of this game before, but I've never played it. But it's very simple. There's ladders and slides. You go down the slide. You go back to the beginning, essentially. You get the ladders. You get to get a fast pass up. Very simple game. And you just roll a dice to see what you land on. Candyland settings. And so the ladders take you to the board. The last slides take you down. First 6 teams that reach the final square wins. The rest are eliminated. Red goes first, which is a disadvantage. That's the game of luck and rolling dice, man. It's just rolling a dice. Kind of like they should have did slides and ladders for season 1 instead of just roll the dice and you doing this stupid game. But alas, they did not. So yellow is 72 and 369. They roll 2 6s and they land on a question mark sign. It says they must send the next unused slide Send a team to the next unused slide, and they each must take a slide. And so they send 402 and 183. And they try to negotiate, like, oh, y'all really want to send us up there? Y'all really want to do that? And they're like, yeah, y'all gotta go. And it says they each must take a slide, one right and one left, and one goes home and one stays, and 402 goes away. 183 is pissed. The poker player, oh, it's hot. He got his Eggman going on right now. He's pissed. And so the game continues. Everyone starts rolling. Orange gets sent all the way to 378, and his partner is this Asian girl. Now I thought this girl was gonna take care of business. You know, she's undercover. She hasn't gotten no confessions, no TV time, or nothing. So she was my dark horse going into this episode. 183 keeps giving Yellow death stares. He's like, y'all, I'm coming after you. Done woke up the beast. And so Teal 4346 Drake and his partner land on a slide, and Drake is gone. Drake is the brother who was supposed to be out the game, but picked the brother to switch his spots. I ain't gonna say this karma, man, but you can't be doing stuff like that. Look, Drake is great too. I met Drake last night. Amazing dude. Can't wait to have him on the podcast, but you can't be doing that kind of stuff, Drake. I'm gonna talk to you about that too. Why you pick the brother? You're gonna find out. Especially not too many guys left too. Like, you need kind of guys around to even odds, and it turns into the battle of sexes. Steven 318 gets a question mark. His question mark is to any unused slide or stairs, and he sends Yellow 72 and 369 to the unused slide, and he hopes they are gone. He's a little petty with it, you know. They sent his partner home. He has all the fairness and fairness to send one of them home. Like, I don't get why they were so upset with it, because they did it to him. Like, I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna get you back. I gotta get you back. I gotta get you back if it's the last thing I do. He got him back. So him and Yellow are going back and forth. They're like, look, be careful. She's from New York too, coach. She's from New York. Watch out. And 72 decided left. 369 goes down the ladder first. And then we get a cliffhanger. We don't know what happens then. Decent episode, y'all. Episode 6 wasn't not nearly as exciting as the end of episode 5. This one was just a lot of commentary going on. Not too much went down, but 5 and 6, it was all right. It was added moments, a lot of splur moments in here, but a lot of dumb gameplay and a lot of just wasted time. But yeah, that was episode 5 and 6. I give them both about like a 7.5, 7.8, close to 8. We'll see what happens in episode 7 and 8. I can't wait to see. But great 2 episodes. I'm glad I got to see a lot of the squids last night at the get together that my man 204 from season 1, Dan, they gave us these cool little pins. Squid Game. I like it, man. It was awesome. Great people in season 2. I love the people in season 2. They like to party. Season 2 definitely likes to party. So shout out season 2, man. All y'all been doing a great job. Looking forward to wrapping the season up next week and continuing with these interviews, man. Just because the season's done doesn't mean we done. But continue watching it. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We just hit 10K on Instagram, y'all. Let's go. We hit 10K on Instagram. We low-key popping. But anyways, y'all, I'm out of here. I love y'all. Peace, blessings, deuces, and have a great, great, great rest of your day.